Before we get into the mechanics of the copy and paste operation, I want to introduce the concept of the Windows Clipboard since it is integral to the copy and paste mechanics. The Windows Clipboard is actually a place in the memory of your computer which will hold items that have been copied until you can paste them. Even after they're pasted, they're still there in the memory. They could be pasted again and again. So it's a sort of an imaginary place in memory, although it truly exists, where items that have been copied can be temporarily stored until they're pasted. The first step in a select copy and paste is to select the text or graphic that you want to copy and then paste. You can select with a mouse or with a keyboard. I have a Word document here and I'm going to select using my mouse. If I put my mouse on a particular word and double click, it selects the word. If I triple click, it selects the entire paragraph. So you can double and triple click to select with a mouse. You can also select by just putting your cursor at the beginning of what you want to select and then dragging down and selecting all of the text and graphics that you want to select. Again, this is with the mouse. And this applies to both a Word document or whether you are on a website. For example, if I click twice, I select this word. If I click 3 times, I select the entire paragraph. So it works on a website or a text document. The same sort of selection can be done with a keyboard. Leaving the mouse alone for the while, if I just hold down the Shift key and select by using the arrow keys, I can select text. I can back up and go ahead by just using the Shift key and the left, right, and up and down arrows. To select the entire document, just hit Control A with the keyboard and you'll get everything that's in the entire document or web page. So Control A is to select all. Selecting can also be applied to a document with images. Whether you use the keyboard or the mouse, you can select the images along with the text by simply dragging your cursor with the mouse or using your keyboard and the Shift key and the arrow keys. So that's the first step in select, copy, and paste, the selection process. Once you have the area selected, text and images if applicable, you can then copy that selected area to another document. Here we have it selected in this document here. Now we will copy by holding down the Control key and hitting the letter C. Control C puts it on the clipboard and we can paste it into this other document by clicking Control V. There it is. Of course, you may have to reformat it a little bit depending on what the document's like. So Control C copies the text or text and graphic, and Control V pastes the graphic into the location where your cursor is. You can copy and paste from a Word document, a Google Doc, or a website simply by selecting the area to be copied, clicking on Control C, putting your cursor in the new location, and clicking on Control V. You can cut, copy, and paste between documents from a web browser to Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, from Excel to Word, from a screen capture to Word, or from a snipping tool to Word. You can also copy or paste from a web browser to an email, from Excel to an email, from a screen capture to an email. Particularly using the snipping tool we discussed earlier, it's useful in an email. Say you run across an interesting website that has a picture you like, you can use the snipping tool to make a copy of the entire page, or use a rectangular snip to say copy, and then Control V to paste it into an email that you want to send to someone. For the epitome of geekiness in copy and paste, you can use the Windows plus V key to paste things that have been copied previously. Hold down the Windows key, hit the letter V, and it shows all of the things that have been copied, multiple copies that you've had. You can select one and paste it into the document where you are. So Control V pastes from the Windows key clipboard that has multiple copies, and you can select any one of them. Again, it's the Window key V, select what you want to paste, and just hit Control V. There you go.